Hi, it's Amy Burrell again, nurse practitioner from Chase Brexton's Power Clinic team. And I'm here to talk about how to have sex in the middle of a pandemic without spreading any viruses and without transmitting COVID-19. So first things first, we want to talk about what we know about coronavirus. We know it's spread by person-to-person contact, particularly when you're in close proximity with someone who's infected with the virus. And by close proximity, we mean about less than 6 feet away. And when that person sneezes or coughs, it can be transmitted by contact with their saliva or their mucus. We don't know if coronavirus is transmitted through sex. It mostly causes problems in the respiratory tract, and we haven't found it in semen or vaginal fluids. So you might be wondering, how can I have sex without transmitting, especially when it's found in saliva and mucus? So we have a few tips for you that we want to share. First things first is don't have sex if you don't feel good, and don't have sex if your partner doesn't feel good. It's important that you are monitoring yourself for symptoms, and if you have anything, be sure to give your provider a call. We can always do a telehealth visit and bring you in for testing if needed. The symptoms of COVID-19 are cough, difficulty breathing, shortness of breath, muscle pains, chills, repeated shaking with chills, sore throat, and a new loss of sense of smell or taste. So be on the lookout for those and give us a call if you have any questions or concerns. Other tips are to have sex with the people closest to you. So in the state of Maryland, all of us are following stay-at-home orders. That means we're staying at home as much as possible. And that means you should only have sex with people who are with you in your home, the people you live with. That also includes yourself. Masturbation doesn't transmit coronavirus. You can also engage in, sexting, video chats, online sex. That's also a way to fulfill your sexual needs. We encourage you to not have sex with new partners, especially people that you don't know well, who may be having symptoms or may have been infected. If you do have sex with someone you don't know that well, we encourage you to use condoms to reduce the risk of transmission, and be sure to come into Chase Brexton for post-exposure prophylaxis or pre-exposure prophylaxis if needed. A lot of patients have been asking me whether or not they should stop their PrEP during the pandemic. That can be a hard decision to make, and I encourage you to have a discussion with your healthcare provider. I would recommend to stay on it for now, if you can, mostly because we don't know exactly what's going to happen with this coronavirus. And when you get out of lockdown, I'm sure you're going to want to be ready to go. It takes about 7 days for PrEP to build up in your system. So we recommend that you start at least 7 days before you plan on engaging in any sexual activity. So keep that in mind if you're stopping and restarting. And just for those of us who are feeling sad and lonely during the pandemic, here's a cute little puppy.